Alrighty, so we are headed back into Pritchett. We just got a call for JK up here needs a starter. So of course the U-joint's acting up in Trailmater, so I left that. So jumped in the LJ, figured it can do Pritchett. And then I brought Caleb from Bohr. We'll run in here. We got a starter we picked up from CarQuest. We're gonna bomb in here and hopefully they've already got the starter pulled so we can just stab it back on. I'm guessing that they were on a steep hill for too long, sucked oil into their engine. That means they hydrolocked it. And then when they try to start it after you hydrolock it, especially with the push button, it'll fry the starter. We're gonna make sure that the engine is clear of oil, crank it over a couple times with a wrench, and then fire it up. So we will see how all that plays out. So we showed up. We're under a Jeep. Look at this. So there's the starter. So we got a new one over here. We are gonna throw it in here real quick. So were you on the hill and it started smoking?
No, I was halfway up it and it kind of bogged a little bit and just made a noise and I rolled down. That was the end of it.
Weird.
So it just went.
This thing is melted.
Yeah, it started.
Smells toasty.
This thing is fried.
Oh yeah.
It's got the good stuff. All right, reconnect and let's see what it does.
Sure.
Little passenger, right there, straight down those rocks. Beautiful. Good, right there. This way a little. Just like that. This way. Beautiful. It is Saturday morning. I've got to get the wrecker back up and going. We lost a U-joint right in here. We're out the needles and everything. Probably only gonna replace the one. We'll replace the other one later. Bearings are still good in it, so we run the Spicer. We've got the Yukon Super joints in the buggy. Those are really good. They're great for the competition stuff that doesn't see a lot of road miles and driving around a lot. They're very maintenance heavy. They don't have a needle bearing in there. They have a brass bushing. Has to be greased like all the time. So that's not really great for something that sees a lot of miles, like competition stuff and buggy stuff. Like those are okay. You can remember to grease those constantly. For this, I want a non-greasable U-joint, because the grease zerks always get ripped off and then they're always leaking grease and all that stuff. There's an argument for which one's better. I don't know. I prefer the non-greasable Spicer U-joints. That's what I run in there. Put in a lot of work. So that's a wear item. I'm not worried about it. I have no problem with it. I'll replace that every 3-4 years. So I'm good with that. So we're gonna stab a new one in, and I'll bring you guys along as we do that. Tire off, brake caliper off. Took the outer part of the hub off. Ta-da! There. Outer retaining ring off. Inner retaining ring off. When you hit the spindle like that to break it loose, you want to make sure you're hitting not where the bearing rides, so that you're not screwing up the bearing spot. That thing is done. Oh yeah. That is what was making the squeaking noise. Yeah, that is gone. It has outlived its usefulness, but we caught it before it wore into the sides of the yoke, so just replacing the U-joint and we're good to go. Okay. There we are. Go ahead. Look at that, that's still got some paste in there. That was basically a bearing. That's the one that went out first.
Yeah.
And then that one, then that one. Alright. There we go. She is golden. Good to go back together.
You put the bolts all the way in or all the way out?
All the way in. And an often overlooked one on these things is inside the spindle here is a bearing that the axle shaft rides on. That one's looking pretty good. think we did a new one last year when we swapped this axle in after King of the Hammers. So just a little bit of grease on there. Back together with it. See, you can tell by the way the gun's clicking that it's torqued. Nice. Here we are. So we swapped in this one. This was my spare. So we swapped it in. There it is, all fixed up and done. We'll keep an eye on this one. It's probably good. Will be for another little while. I got a spare, probably throw in the toolbox just in case. Not that I mean, unless we absolutely had to, we probably wouldn't fix it on the trail. But that one would have drove out and it probably would have done another couple recoveries. There was plenty of it left, but I wanted to get it out of there and fixed. Like the cross here, I mean, it wasn't even wearing, yeah, it was barely wearing into that. That wouldn't have catastrophically failed for a little while. But it was on its way. But that's all good, it's fixed now. And we will have her back out on the trail. So now we're ready for the next call to come in. All right, we found them.
So is this your Jeep?
Yep.
Did it just die or what happened?
I left it on, went to take a peek, came back, and it went like. I think it's either the oil pump or the cylinder head.
Oh, okay. All right. Something's going on in there, huh?
Yeah, it's with the engine. I mean, we got both mechanics here and
Yeah.
shop and stuff.
Yeah.
And we couldn't get it going. I mean, we got every tool in the book and
No go.
I think no.
Yeah.
fine rim trail that way. And we are gonna be lazy. We're going this way.
Yeah, we found a thing. The leaf spring. I don't know if you guys, right there, busted. This bolt right here. See how it wiggles? Not ideal. So take it apart, put it back together, fix some broken things. We got a broken bolt in the back here as well. So we did a little disassembly and now you can see it a little better. It is broken. Also, that bolt and that bolt were also broken. One is missing. Here's the other one. It was hanging on by a fraction. But yeah, Sean's up here in our leaf spring department.
Okay, got it.
Yep.
All you.
Let's see, we got that. I think it was like 46 and a half. Yeah. 45 and 3/4.
Yeah.
I mean, once it's out of the truck, it'll probably measure a little different.
Yeah, that's with weight pulling on the leaf springs down.
Yeah, I think, I bet we're pretty close. Okay, we got that bolt. We got that bolt. Bingo. All right, so just a matter of eat this sucker out of there and we'll be in the business. There we are. Okay, I'm gonna come out towards you. There we go. Looks like our center pin failed as well. Okay, so if we
Swap the bushings out.
make sure she's the right gal here.
She is the it.
Yep.
That is the it. It looks longer, this one.
That is the it.
That's it.
That's it.
If we put this one up here, this one will look longer.
Oh, tricky. Hey, now that one's longer. How'd you do that? It's so much longer.
Science, Mike.
Just keep hopping until they're the right size.
Well, but yeah, we're running into a slight challenge. This bushing is a different size than this opening. And so we're gonna go through our stash of bushings and such. Looks like we got one already. Do you want to do just the main or the whole spring?
Do the whole spring.
All right. I'm gonna work on getting, we got 2 broken bolts right here. I'm gonna start on those and see if we can't get those guys to come play. I put a center punch mark on the remaining portion of the bolt. Then step 2, we get a left-handed drill bit and we're gonna slowly and cautiously drill It's amazing to me how no matter how well you center punch the thing, it never ever 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 once has stayed where you drilled it. First you drill it, And then you take the little extractor doodad and realize that you haven't drilled enough. So then you just keep drilling. Okay, then you knock a bunch of things in the hole. And you blow at it and nothing happens.
Not laughing at you, Mike.
Give her a tap or two. Proceed with the extraction. Oh yeah, we're winners. That right there,
That's when you know you're winning.
that's luck. That is not skill.
No,
That is
that's
pure
skill, dude.
pure skill luck.
There you go. One down.
One down, one to go.
More to go.
This other one does not look even remotely friendly. That's why I did this one first. You got to feel like you're a winner prior to...
Reality sets in.
Yeah. There we go. Okay, we got one. There it goes. See, there she is. So this one is broken off at an angle. So we're dealing with a ramp. It goes downhill that way. So my thought is we start a little bit uphill of center and it'll migrate the hole right to the middle. Yeah, I'll give her the old triple tap. You might think to yourself, man, he's really drilling that crooked. And you're right. Okay, so we got a hole started. It's kind of close to the center. Now we're gonna try and straighten her up. It's important to put all the shavings back in the hole where they came from. That helps with the process. Yeah, it's important to be able to see how much you missed. But good news, we do have a hole in our bolt. Oh yes!
Nice and easy.
We are master removers. So if you ever need a bolt taken out, call Sean. Yeah, don't call me. Call your mom, call your cousin, call Jeff, call whoever you want. 2 bolts in a row came out. Ka-chow.
That's it. Done.
All right, check it out. We got it back together. We found some studs to replace the bolts, which are supposedly stronger. If they were a 1/2 inch longer, they'd be even cooler. Hell, a 1/4 inch longer would be cooler. But anyway, we got to get our little bump pad on there, and then we'll be ready for more recoveries.